Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Mike Reed here. Welcome back to another toy review by yours truly. Today we're doing another Beyblade Burst review, and we are taking a look today at yet another 2-pack. This time it is Regulus R6. Regulus, you may remember from the God series, so that's interesting. They're bringing back God/Evolution parts back. The good old days of Hasbro before they became crap. Anyway, and then we have Spear Valkyrie or Spear Valtryek V6 right there. So there we have the two bays right there with the Beyblade Burst Surge logo and the SpeedStorm sub name right there. And out of the two of these, I actually think these two should go very, very nice together, especially the Regulus, as the Regulus has a very interesting art style, and I'm going to point that out as soon as we actually get to the products themselves. But first, we're going to take a look at the back of the box. So we gotta spin this thing around real quick. And alright, back of the box we have Spear Valtryek V6 with the spins right, with the chip and the storm chip, or sparking chip. We have the ring, the disc, and the driver. Next we have Regulus R6 stamina type with the attack blade gimmick, which is again a carryover from its God release / evolution release. Spins right with the the disc, and the driver right there. And there are the stats for both. But again, don't bother reading those because they are complete rubbish. Moving the box out of the way, let's get on to the Beyblades themselves. And we're going to start off with the sparking bay in the set, which is Spear Valkyrie. So let's start off with that one, starting with the chip, which is Valkyrie, and it does look very, very good. I gotta give credits where it's due. This is a very, very interesting design with the purple, the yellow, the blue, and the silver. So, and again, looks very, very similar to /Valkyrie, which here is actually /Valkyrie's chip right there. So you can see /Valkyrie's chip from GT. So, very, very nice. This is redesigned for Valkyrie. My only con is that it doesn't have the little face tattoo on the mouth guard, just like the Japanese version has, which is actually a cute little reference to Vault, the owner of this Beyblade in the anime, who has a very similar face tattoo on his face. So it's a really nice little carryover for that. But still, for what it is, not too bad. And on the back, we do have the QR code to scan him into the game. So if y'all have the Beyblade Burst app, you can scan Valkyrie into, or Spear Valkyrie into your game right there. So there we go. That's very nice. Next, we do get the ring, which, give me 1 second as I have to grab something else in the background. There we go. Here we have Spear. Now, Spear originally came on Spear Dullahan, which, real quick, here is that exact version of Spear from Spear Dullahan. So it's the exact same thing, just obviously with a vastly different color scheme. That being, of course, the purple and the yellow, which, again, is very, very nice. My only con with it, I guess, is that it's hollow, so it's not very weighty. That and Spear is not really all that amazing for a Hasbro exclusive part. But still, it also has a little bit of plastic on there, which I might have to see if I can get that off. Hopefully that's not just a paint defect on the ring, but there we go. So that is a Spear Valkyrie right there. Now, quickly, before I forget, I want to show you guys Valkyrie with Brave, so that way you guys can get somewhat of an idea of what Brave Valkyrie's going to look like once I actually get him from the Spark Power set, as he's only available in that set for some godforsaken reason. I don't know why they couldn't have just released any other bay in that set, but no, it had to be the almost exact combo of Brave Valkyrie. So once I put the chip and everything together, there you go, guys. That's kind of a little sneak peek at what Brave Valkyrie is going to somewhat look like, except obviously the colors are way, way off from the actual anime colors. But still, should give you guys a rough idea as to how he's going to look in his Hasbro release colors, from his Hasbro released anime colors. So real quick. Let me just put the chip on the ring. And there we go, guys. There is your layer of Spear Valkyrie. Not bad at all. Very interesting color scheme. Now, for some reason, this color scheme kind of reminds me of something. Let me know in the comments if you guys can figure out what I think this is reminding me of. I'm not saying it because, oh, I actually know what it is, but I want to know if you guys know it. No, I'm genuinely curious. What is this thing supposed to resemble? Because I think it's supposed to resemble something. I think it's Wolverine colors? I think that's it. I think it's Wolverine. Let me know in the comments if this reminds you of any other character from some other series. Because again, I think this is based off of something. I know what it must be. Yeah, it looks like a random color scheme, but honestly, this has to be based off something. But you guys let me know in the comments what that's based off of, if it's based off anything. But anyway, next we'll take a look at the parts for the next couple parts, starting again with the disc, which is Lore. And Lore looks very, very nice. Again, Lore originally came out on Cosmo Kraken, Lore Valor, back in Beyblade Burst Hypersphere /GT. So, very, very nice to see this again. Just, you know, now obviously new and shiny, unlike my other one, which is dull and crap looking. And then lastly, we do get the driver, which is Universe. Now, Universe originally came on Curse Satan or Curse Satum. Sorry, I tried to say Curse Satum at the same time, and I got Coos. Coos Satum. What kind of accent was I saying? What the heck? All right, anyway, but here we have the driver there, and for a quick comparison, here is the Curse, not Coos, Curse Satum version, which obviously has a bit of wear on it. Let me just quickly get that off. Come on. Why is that dirt sticking? I don't even know how it got dirt on it, but there we go. So there are the two drivers right there. Very, very nice. Obviously, one's still very, very tight, and the other one is fairly loose, as I've actually used this one. And it does have the SpeedStorm metal on it as well, which is rather shocking. I thought this one was going to be the non-SpeedStorm metal version, but nope, it is still the same one from Curse Satan, just obviously now with blue instead of purple, dark purple. But once we put the parts together, there we have our Spear Valkyrie. Very, very interesting combination. Skinny at the bottom, somewhat bulky at the front. So, interesting. Or top, I should say. Next, we're going to bring in the God Bay that comes in this, which is Shelter Regulus. So let's get him out here, starting with the layer, which is Shelter Regulus, or Regulus R6. Now, if you guys are not Transformers fans, or if you are a Transformers fan, you would automatically notice this is based off of Chrome Dome from Transformers. Very, very interesting color scheme for them to choose for Regulus. But yeah, for a quick comparison, actually my laptop over here, hold on. Let me just bring up a picture of Chrome Dome from Transformers. And I thought it was very, very interesting that they chose that to be the color scheme for this particular Beyblade. So give me 1 second whilst I actually grab a good picture of Chrome Dome. So here is Chrome Dome right there on my computer screen. And as you guys can see, very, very identical. Very identical to Chrome Dome from Transformers. Again, very, very interesting choice of color scheme for a Beyblade release, but still very, very nice nonetheless. So the gimmick again was Shelter Regulus, and this was back at the time when Hasbro actually did the gimmicks, unlike now where they rarely ever. But anyway, the gimmick with this is that when you pull the claws out, or when it gets a high bit of rotation during battle, the claws will extend and the lion heads will open as if they are roaring at you. And this is supposed to help it increase attack power during the early stages of battle, and then afterwards it will retract back in, now going into this sort of defense mode. So, and I should note that the gimmick is actually a lot looser than originally, and I'm kind of mixed on that. On one end, that makes... Then again, it wasn't supposed to be like the Chozy Awakening layer system, where it's supposed to like be really, really tough to open up the wings, and then just as tough to knock them back in during battle. Of course, with hand, it's actually really easy to put them back in, but getting them out's really hard, especially if you're reviewing the product. But anyhow, like I'm doing right now with this. But anyway, so... Shout out to Regulus, all in all. Very, very nice gimmick on it. Again, like I was saying, the looseness I'm kind of mixed about because it's not like the Chozy Awakening layer system where it's supposed to be hard to open, but at the same time, that might make it a bit, prone to bursts and stuff like that. Because Shout out to Regulus didn't have that great of slopes to begin with, or teeth in the Japanese version. It actually lost to bursts fairly often. So, but still, it's nice that we have it here. And for a quick comparison, here's my original Shout out to Regulus from Beyblade Burst Evolution / God. And again, big differences here. Now, I know they did make a couple other Shout out to Regulus releases. There's a red one, and I believe there's also, oh God, I think it's either, no, it's not white. I forget what color it is. There's another release reissue of Regulus they did in some other multi-pack or something. I can't remember. But I do remember that there is a nice looking red one. I'm keeping my eyes peeled for that. I don't remember which one that came out in. I believe that came out in Turbo or Chozy for the Japanese release. So I'm hoping, or the Japanese naming of it. But still, it's definitely something I'm going to look out for. Is that one, and the other one I can't place the color scheme of. But anyway, here's the QR code so you guys can scan this particular Regulus into the game. But yeah, very, very nice Shelter Regulus right there. Next, we do get the disc, which is oddly the swipe disc that came originally on Regalia or Royal Genesis. So, I'm kind of... And if you want to know my initial thoughts, just go check out my original review of Royal / Regalia Genesis. And, yeah. So, again, those initial thoughts are in that video. But even still, very, very nice disc, nonetheless. And plus, it's nice to have another copy of Swipe, so that's always nice. And it's nice and shiny, too. And because who doesn't like a nice shiny disc? But anyway, lastly we do get the driver, which is Survive, I believe. Yeah, Survive or Survival SpeedStorm. And again, we initially saw this, I believe, on Brave Ragnarok, the random combo single release. And now, instead of being in that weird sort of muted gold, it's now in this bright red, or sort of tomato red, and it's very, very nice. Do quite like that. Again, my initial thoughts with Survival SpeedStorm can be found on that original review of Brave Ragnarok, but still, very, very nice release nonetheless. And here we have our Shelter Regulus right there. So very, very nice. So here are the two again together. So let's do the two of them together here. So that way you guys can see just how nice the colors are for this set. I'm glad that they're starting to stray away a bit from the random colors and, and yeah, some of the colors don't exactly clash all that well with each other. But still, that's the whole point of these, that they're just random bays. Just random parts that you can use for your bays so you can customize and make your own weird, wacky combos. That's all these are. Just filler. Just filler bays, really. Not main releases, just filler. But even still, they do look quite nice. Now, actually, as I say that, they actually did recently leak pictures of the next couple waves for Beyblade Burst Surge SpeedStorm for this. And, they are releasing, I believe it's called World Evo, is it Helios? Yeah, Helios. And that one is going to be a single random combo, and the colors on it are ugly. Oh my god. Bright green and sparkly pink. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Out of all the colors you could have picked, you pick loud green and sparkly girly pink. Two colors that don't go anywhere well together except Bika Kulkin, but still, my god, it is not pretty at all. I hate it. And what's worst of all is that it seems like it's the only way we can get left world for World Spriggan. So that really sucks. So instead of getting the proper one, like in the Japanese, where it's like dark black and red and yellow and stuff, instead we get regular sort of Spriggan colors on the right version that comes in the that comes in a 2-pack, and for some reason it comes with limited and Unite SpeedStorm. I don't know why they couldn't have just done 2 balance, but that's a whole nother rant for another day. And then for the left one, we get again Kukulkan colors, but instead it's bright green, and again that sparkly girly pink. Hasbro, what are you doing? Oh god. And what's worse is that the detail is so lacking on these releases too. Like, they also leaked in that same lot of pictures, they also leaked, what was it, Jet Wyvern, I believe, and Infinite Achilles. And I was not happy with it. I'm still going to buy them, obviously, because I still support Hasbro, even with their lackluster, detail. But, I mean, if you guys have seen those videos by Zanky and Ilinok and all those reviews on those things, my same feelings are mutual between me and those other YouTubers who reviewed them, those other reviewers. Because, oh god, it's just... Beyblade Burst Surge SpeedStorm, I'm going to be honest, guys, is going to be ending on a very interesting note. And not interesting good, we're talking interesting bad. Because the detail is just completely getting lost. I'm hoping that Pro Series fixes this. Because if it doesn't, oh my god. I'm going to be so depressed. And also, something else, guys, is actually relating to Pro Series, is that they also leaked Naked Bahamut for Pro Series. I believe they changed the name to Origin or something like that. I forget what they called it. But it's really interesting that we're getting Naked Bahamut. And no, the Naked Ring, or what's it called? Or layer base, at least because it's GT. The naked layer base? No, I did not stutter. That's actually what it's called in the Japanese. They called it naked, yes. So, yes, you can make your jokes now in the comments. Naked Valkyrie, naked Spriggan. But, yeah, it's very interesting. I'm sorry. I'm getting off on a tangent here, but, oh, man, I just have to get this off my chest to all my Beyblade fans out there on just what's going on with the latest Beyblade stuff. Hasbro stuff is not looking good. I'm sorry, it's not. Pro Series is still looking promising, but oh god. Surge SpeedStorm is looking crap for the next couple releases. Oh god. And, oh god, Triumph Dragon looks bad too. I forgot to mention that. I don't know if I talked about that before, but Triumph Dragon, they couldn't even be bothered to give it a blue 1-attack chassis disc. Are you kidding me? Anyway, enough about that. So, let's move on to the comparisons before I go off on another tangent. So, for comparisons, here we have the original Spear ring, in this case on Spear Dolhan. And as you guys can see, very interesting colors on these. And again, Spear does look a lot better on Spear Dolhan, but not so well on Valkyrie. I mean, it does look nice because of the colors, but if it was the original colors, yeah, it would not work. because that dark blue and a Valkyrie with the red and all the other colors, yeah, that would not work too good, I don't think, on Spear. But again, once I actually get the proper release of Brave Valkyrie for Hasbro, or Brave Valtryek, as they call him here in the States, because name changes. But, yeah, so I'll actually save those thoughts for when I actually get the proper Brave Valkyrie, and then we'll actually put the parts on there, and we'll see how good it actually looks on that. But next we're going to bring in some more comparisons. Let's bring in some other Sparking Bays. Oh boy. Let's just bring out Brave Ragnarok here. So again, very Very, very nice there. Again, differences are obviously clear. I don't think I really need to state the differences. Let's take that one off. I'm actually going to keep that rotating there. And then next we're going to bring in, I guess we'll just bring in Curse Satan for comparison. So as soon as this spins back around, whenever it feels like spinning back around, and I actually have Curse Satan in the wrong rotation. There we go. So there we have Curse Satan right there. Very, very nice together. Next we will bring in Super Hyperion H6. So that way you guys can get a nice look at how those two stack up. Very, very nice. Next we will bring in King or Colossal Helios H6. So you can see how those two boys look together. Very, very nice. Right there. Next you will bring in Rage Longinus or Raid Luinor. And he got a hair on him. I don't know how that got there, but Raid Luinor L6. So we can, or Rage Longinus L6. So you can see how those two stack up. Next we will bring in Glide Ragnarok or Glide Rock Devore R6. So you can see how those two look together. And yes, you will notice that my Glide ring does have a couple dings on it, but that's just because obviously it's been used. So there's that. Next we will bring in, this is, what is this? Demise or Death Diabolos. And let's actually speed this up real quick. Now, how do I speed this up? How do I do it? There we go. Make it move a little bit faster. Let's try to breeze through these comparisons a little bit quicker. So next we will bring in Super Satan. Oh god, it's actually, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. I think that's going to do it, right? Hopefully it's not going to start rotating them around again. No, okay, it's doing it the right way now. Okay, so there's that. Next we will bring in, let's see, who else do I want to bring in here? Oh yeah, let's bring in the Japanese representatives, that being the original Super Hyperion H6, or Super Hyperion, so you guys can see how those two stack up. Next we will bring in King Helios, the original, oh god, the original King Helios. So that way you guys can see how those two stack up. Let's hope that turns around so that way you guys can see. Then next we will bring in a couple of GT representatives, that being Brave Valkyrie. Not Brave, slash Valkyrie, my apologies. I was thinking of the, because I was seeing the ship on the other one, I was like, oh, Brave Valkyrie. I'm dumb. Anyway, so there's the comparisons between those two right there. And then lastly, let's bring in Command Dragon. There's really no reason why he should even be in this video, but I love Command Dragon so much design-wise, so I thought I'd bring him out here for the video. That's the only reason why he's in this comparison segment, because I just really wanted to bring him out for comparisons, because he's just so cool looking. I'm sorry, he's just really nice looking. Even for Hasbro standards, he's very, very nice looking. So just wanted to bring him in there for comparisons. But anyway, let's bring in the Shelter Regulus from the God series. And let's do a speed round on the comparisons. Now I'm not going to compare them to all the bays I just showed off for Spear Valkyrie, but I will do just a couple random ones here. So let's throw in, to start off with, the original Shelter Regulus from Beyblade Burst God. And you can see there is some definite wear and tear on my original copy. So there we go with, I believe that's 4-star tower, or is that 7-star? Hold on. Is that, no, 6? Is that 6? Just because that, hold on. 5-star tower! I'm an idiot. It's 5-star tower. There we go, so there we have that. Next, we will bring in Command or Imperial Dragon, because why not? Let's bring the big boy in, because, again, the only reason why he's in this comparison bit is because I just really wanted to bring him out for comparisons. Because he's just, even for Hasbro standards, he's really, really nice looking. And I'm hoping the Pro Series one is just as good, if not better. So, there we go. So, at least design-wise, functionality-wise, Command Dragon's kind of garbage, but still. Anyway, next we will bring in Curse Satan. If I can actually put him in right. There we go. So we'll bring in Curse Satan for comparison. I need to straighten out the camera. So that way we can see them together. Very, very nice. So, and I think lastly, for comparisons, I might as well just bring in, I guess, Raid Luinor or Rage Longinus. Because why the heck not? But yeah, guys, that is going to wrap it up for today's review. This has been my review on Beyblade Burst Surge SpeedStorm. This is Shelter Regulus, hang on. Shelter Regulus R6, or Regulus R6, and Spear Valtryek, or Valkyrie V6. So thank you guys so much for watching, and the box just fell right over. But there we go. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure to drop a like of this video, subscribe if you're new, and ring that notification bell so you guys get notified for all uploads. For a second, I thought the box was going to fall over again. But I will see you guys in the next video that I do. Leary Squad, and have a good one.